On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Preconceived.
Of an idea or opinion, formed beforehand, especially without evidence for its truth or usefulness.
Examples:
A preconceived notion. Preconceived opinions. We should start a discussion from scratch with no preconceived ideas.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Rabid.
Characterized by extreme or fanatical enthusiasm or devotion, having or showing symptoms of rabies, a viral disease that affects the nervous system of mammals and can cause violent and aggressive behavior.
Examples:
Rabid anti-vaxxer. Rabid supporter. The fans became rabid when their team scored the winning goal.
Hippie.
A person who follows a counterculture movement that originated in the United States during the 1960s, characterized by the advocacy of nonviolence, communal living, and a rejection of traditional American values.
Examples:
Hippie lifestyle. Hippie music. The fashion of the hippie movement included unconventional clothing such as tie-dye shirts and bell-bottom jeans.
Conservationist.
A person who advocates or acts to protect and preserve the environment and wildlife.
Examples:
Wildlife conservationist. Dedicated conservationist. The extinction of this species has been a significant concern for conservationists.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Figment.
Something invented or imagined, particularly something that is not real, tangible, or concrete, a product of the imagination.
Examples:
Figment of imagination. Figment of memory. The idea that the government is spying on us is just a figment of your imagination.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Prolific.
Producing many works, results, or offspring.
Examples:
Prolific apple tree. Prolific period. The prolific author had written over 20 books in just 5 years.
Threaten.
to utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
threaten a healthy relationship, threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
survival ability, survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
numb with cold, a numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Tragedy.
An event or situation causing great loss, misfortune, or destruction. A play or literature that deals with a severe and sad event and often ends with the death of the main character.
Examples:
a tragedy during work. The aftermath of this tragedy. Macbeth is a famous tragedy by Shakespeare.
Perpetrate.
To commit or carry out a harmful or illegal act, particularly one that involves violence or deception. To be responsible for the creation or continuation of a negative situation.
Examples:
perpetrate harassment, perpetrate a fraud. The criminal decided to perpetrate another robbery despite his previous arrest.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Greedy.
Having or showing an intense or insatiable desire for wealth, status, power, or food.
Examples:
greedy person, greedy for money. His greedy behavior led him to steal from the company.
Marvelous.
Causing wonder or astonishment, excellent.
Examples:
marvelous performance, marvelous power. The view from the top of the mountain was marvelous.
Derivative.
Something which is based on another thing or word or idea, a financial instrument whose value is based on another security.
Examples:
derivative works, derivative products. French is a derivative of Latin.
Smite.
To strike with a heavy blow or weapon, to defeat or conquer decisively, to afflict with sudden or severe pain or affliction.
Examples:
smite enemies, smite a blow. The hero was able to smite the monster with a single blow.
Marble.
A hard crystalline metamorphic rock that has a pattern of lines going through it and takes a high polish used for sculpture and as building material. A small ball made of stone, especially one used in children's games.
Examples:
Marble statues. Artificial marble. The floor was made of white and black marble arranged in a checkerboard pattern.
Cricket.
Leaping insect, a game played with a ball and bat by two teams of 11 players.
Examples:
Cricket match. A pine cricket. The sound of the crickets chirping filled the air on a warm summer evening.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier. Brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Infamous.
Having a reputation for being very bad or wicked.
Examples:
An infamous crime. Acquire an infamous reputation. The infamous criminal was finally brought to justice.
Culminate.
To reach a peak or climax.
Examples:
Culminate in a heart attack. Culminate in failure. The event will culminate in a grand fireworks display.
Stepfather.
A man who is married to one's mother, but is not one's biological father.
Examples:
Supportive stepfather. Stepfather role. I didn't get along with my stepfather when I was young, but now we're like best friends.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Icon.
A picture or statue of a holy person considered to be a sacred thing, a little icon on the screen of a computer or smartphone that denotes an application or a file.
Examples:
Icon for young people. Television icon. Some comic book characters are considered gay icons.
Captivate.
To attract and hold the attention or interest of.
Examples:
Captivate public sentiment. Captivate the mind. The magician captivated the audience with his illusions.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special. Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Crocodile.
A large, carnivorous reptile with powerful jaws and a long, scaly body, native to tropical regions and often found in rivers and freshwater habitats.
Examples:
crocodile hide, saltwater crocodile. The crocodile attack left the villagers in a state of shock and fear.
Charismatic.
Having a strong and magnetic personality that attracts and influences others.
Examples:
charismatic chairman, charismatic personality. He was a charismatic leader and could persuade others to follow his ideas.
Cobra.
A venomous snake found in Africa and Asia that can raise its head and spread a hood when threatened.
Examples:
cobra venom, cobra bite. The king cobra slithered silently across the ground.
Indelible.
Cannot be removed, erased, or forgot.
Examples:
an indelible ink, an indelible disgrace. She left an indelible mark on our country's literature.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
burn scar, carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Majestic.
Impressive or grand in appearance, size, or manner, stately.
Examples:
a majestic figure, a majestic sense of purpose. The majestic mountain range was a sight to behold.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
creature of habit, artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Reconnect.
To connect again after a break or interruption.
Examples:
reconnect a telephone, reconnect with family. After a long period of estrangement, they reconnected with each other.
Nest.
A structure in which animals lay their eggs or give birth to their young.
Examples:
bird's nest, a nest of thieves. The female birds build a nest and lay their eggs in May.
Limb.
An arm and leg of a person or animal.
Examples:
a prosthetic limb, limb amputation. You should wrap the bandage carefully and firmly around the injured limb.
Capable.
Having the ability, skill, or potential to do something, competent or proficient in a particular task or area of expertise.
Examples:
Capable worker. Capable leader. She is highly capable of handling multiple tasks at once.
Mound.
A raised area of ground or dirt, often used for burial, construction, or as a fortification, a large, rounded pile or heap.
Examples:
Mound of dirt. Burial mound. The team discovered a hidden mound in the desert.
Withstand.
To resist the effect or impact of something.
Examples:
Withstand pressure. Withstand temptation. The new phone is waterproof and can withstand being dropped in water.
Meter.
A device used to measure the amount of a particular substance or attribute, such as length, volume, or time. Prosody, the accent in a metrical foot of verse.
Examples:
A gas meter. Poetic meter. The meter on the wall showed that the room was 3 meters long.
Rainfall.
The amount of rain that falls in a specific location at a particular moment.
Examples:
The mean annual rainfall. Heavy rainfall. These plants thrive in hot climates with abundant rainfall.
Incubate.
To keep warm and protected, especially to hatch eggs, to develop and nurture.
Examples:
Incubate terrorism in developing countries. Incubate an idea. The scientists decided to incubate the eggs for further study.
Hatch.
To cause an egg to break to allow a young animal to come out, to produce and expand something that is in an early stage.
Examples:
Hatch a plan. Hatch a baby chick. The eggs began to hatch, and the small chicks emerged.
Mortality.
The quality or state of being subject to death.
Examples:
Mortality due to cancer. Lower infant mortality. This disease has a high mortality.
Magical.
Produced by or containing supernatural powers.
Examples:
Magical place. Magical powers. When I was a child, my mother often cast magical spells to ease my pain whenever I was injured.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Warrior.
A person who engaged in or experienced warfare, especially in the past.
Examples:
Armored warrior. Warrior spirit. The poem depicts the heroics of a legendary warrior.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Conservation.
The protection of something important, such as the natural environment or artificial structures, especially from the damaging effects of human activity.
Examples:
Soil conservation. The conservation law of physics. The forest was recently designated a conservation area.
Fray.
To become worn or damaged at the edges or with use, to become angry or upset, especially in a public or noisy way, to fight or engage in conflict.
Examples:
Fray tempers. Fray our relationship. The edges of the old blanket had started to fray, so I decided to sew them up.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Wherein.
In or during which, in the place, time, or situation that.
Examples:
Progress to a level wherein. Wherein he is mistaken. The court ruled in favor of the plaintiff, wherein they were awarded damages for the defendant's negligence.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Biodiversity.
The number and variety of plants and animals that exist in a particular area or the world and make a balanced environment.
Examples:
Biodiversity conservation. Loss of biodiversity. The country was instrumental in promoting the Biodiversity Treaty.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Throb.
To beat with a strong, regular rhythm as a pulse or a heart.
Examples:
Throb at the thought of the accident. Throb with excitement. The wound continued to throb with pain, despite the medication.
Cot.
A small bed for a baby or child, typically with high sides, to prevent the child from falling out.
Examples:
Cot in the tent. Baby's cot. The hospital provides cots for patients' families who want to stay overnight.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
Fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Steel.
A strong metal alloy made up of iron with typically a few tenths of a % of carbon used for making things that need a strong structure.
Examples:
Magnetic steel. Steel beam. This bridge is the third largest steel bridge in the world.
Despise.
To feel strong dislike or contempt for someone or something, often because of a perceived fault or failing. To have a low or unfavorable opinion of something.
Examples:
Despise a particular food. Secretly despise. I despise injustice and those who perpetrate it.
Loathe.
To feel strong hatred or disgust for someone or something. To be unwilling or reluctant to do something.
Examples:
Loathe violence. Loathe broccoli. I absolutely loathe spiders and can't stand to be near them.
Crawl.
To move forward slowly, as people or animals with their bodies near the ground.
Examples:
Crawl across the floor. Crawl away from a car. Along the gravel roads, sizable yellow school buses crawl.
Worship.
To have or show a strong feeling of profound respect and admiration for a religious entity such as God or a god.
Examples:
Worship God. Absolutely worship. They traditionally worship their guru.
Relocate.
To move or move something or someone to a new place and build a house or a business there.
Examples:
Relocate a company. Relocate with a new job. The university relocated to campuses several miles away.
Insert.
To put something inside something else.
Examples:
Insert coin. Insert a graphic. She inserted a new chapter into her manuscript.
Transmitter.
A piece of equipment used for generating and sending electronic signals, especially radio or television signals.
Examples:
A transmitter of a family line. Radio transmitter. This substance acts as a neural transmitter substance.
Venomous.
Extremely poisonous or injurious, containing or producing venom, marked by deep ill will.
Examples:
The venomous jellyfish's sting. Have venomous eyes. The venomous snake bit him, causing him to go into shock.
Pit.
A hole in the ground or a cavity in a surface, a place for storing or holding something, a section of a theater or sports arena where people can sit.
Examples:
The bottomless pit. The pit of the stomach. The pit of the avocado can be removed by gently wedging a spoon around it.
Viper.
Venomous snake.
Examples:
Brood of vipers. Viper poison. The pit viper coiled up, ready to strike at its prey.
Tidbit.
A small and interesting or tasty piece of information, news, or gossip, a small and appetizing item of food or delicacy.
Examples:
Amusing tidbit. Tidbit of gossip. The teacher shared a tidbit of historical trivia to spark the students' interest.
Dough.
A mixture of flour, liquid, and other ingredients, typically used to make bread, pastry, or pasta.
Examples:
Work dough. Dough for pastry. She mixed flour, yeast, sugar, and water to make dough for the bread.
Inexplicable.
Unable to be explained, understood, or accounted for, mysterious or puzzling.
Examples:
Inexplicable event. Inexplicable decision. The reason for his sudden disappearance from work was inexplicable.
Breed.
To keep animals for producing offspring in a regulated manner.
Examples:
Breed horses. Breed suspicion. This animal breeds in northern latitudes.
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Mate.
A person's partner in marriage or romantic relationship, an animal's sexual partner, a peer or friend, of the game of chess, checkmate, which is the winning condition of the game.
Examples:
Smoking mate. Dog-loving mate. I need to find a mate for my female guinea pig so she doesn't get lonely.
Swallow.
To make food, drink, pills, etc., pass down your throat into your stomach. Noun, small long-winged songbird noted for swift, graceful flight and the regularity of its migrations.
Examples:
Swallow a handful of pills. A swallowtail. I swallowed my anger and kept quiet.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
Ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Advantage.
A condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position, a beneficial feature or asset that someone or something has.
Examples:
Score an advantage. Take advantage of his weak points. One of the main advantages of the new product is its increased efficiency.
Virtue.
High moral standards in behavior or attitudes.
Examples:
Virtue of frugality. Acquire a virtue. She had many good virtues and few faults.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Combat.
A fight or battle, usually between opposing military forces, an engagement in which opposing parties attempt to defeat each other by force.
Examples:
Combat zone. Hand-to-hand combat. The veteran was honored for his service in combat.
Rut.
A long track or groove worn into the ground, typically by the repeated passage of wheels or other heavy objects, a fixed, boring or monotonous routine or course of action.
Examples:
Falling into a rut. Boring routine rut. The company seems stuck in a rut and needs to try something new.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Differ.
To be not like someone or something in some way.
Examples:
Differ from the majority. Differ according to species. The two products differed in their quality and price.
Gentle.
Having or showing a kindly or tender nature, soft and mild.
Examples:
In a gentle voice. Gentle downward slope. Her gentle manner relaxed everyone there.
Rest.
To forcibly take or pull something away from someone or something else. To obtain something with great effort or struggle. To twist or contort something.
Examples:
Wrest information from the reluctant witness. Wrest control of the city. The politician tried to wrest the microphone from the moderator during the heated debate.
Literally.
In the real or original meaning of a word or phrase, in a literal sense or way, not figuratively.
Examples:
Translate literally. Bite his tongue literally. He literally jumped out of his chair when he heard the news.
Keystone.
The central stone at the top of an arch, which holds all other stones in place.
Examples:
Keystone for success. The keystone of campaign reform. The keystone of the arch held the structure together.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the earth.
Convince.
To persuade someone or make someone believe that something is true.
Examples:
Convince her to go with us. Convince an opponent. I am considering what I should do to convince him.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
A dynamic market. Dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Pilot.
A person who flies an aircraft, especially as a job, a person qualified to guide ships through a difficult area of water.
Examples:
A test pilot. Pilot production. The pilot exercised great care in landing.
Autocratic.
Having absolute power and forcing people to obey completely without asking.
Examples:
In an autocratic manner. Autocratic regimes. That emperor amended the law to allow him to continue his autocratic rule even after he abdicated.
Statesman.
A man who is a respected leader or politician in national or international affairs.
Examples:
A woman statesman. International statesman. This statue honors a distinguished statesman.
Passion.
Intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or conviction.
Examples:
Passion hobby. Passion drive. Her passion for cooking is evident in every dish she prepares.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Habitat.
The type of natural environment in which an organism or group usually lives or occurs.
Examples:
A marine habitat. Threatened habitat. The habitat of this bird is freshwater areas and saltwater marshes.
Chain.
A series of connected links or objects, a system or group of interconnected elements, a restraint or shackle.
Examples:
Chain reaction. Supply chain. The chain on my bike broke, leaving me stranded.
Gallon.
A unit for measuring volume. In the US, it is equal to about 3.79 liters, and in the UK, Canada, and other countries, it is equal to about 4.55 liters.
Examples:
5-gallon square can. 10-gallon hat. The imperial gallon was standardized legally by the British Empire.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
Fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples:
Domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Pollute.
To make an area or substance, such as land, air, water, etc., dirty or harmful to living things, by adding waste matter or harmful chemicals.
Examples:
Pollute the air. Pollute the thread. We should do our best not to pollute the environment.
Pesticide.
A substance used for preventing, destroying, repelling, or mitigating any pest.
Examples:
Pesticide application. Pesticide residue. The farmer sprayed pesticide on his crops to protect them from insects.
Herbicide.
A substance used to kill or control the growth of unwanted plants.
Examples:
Banned herbicide. Herbicide resistance. The farmer sprayed herbicide on his crops to kill weeds.
Fungicide.
A substance or chemical used to kill or inhibit the growth of fungi, typically used in agriculture, horticulture, or the treatment of fungal infections in humans or animals.
Examples:
Apply fungicide. Agricultural fungicide. The plant nursery sprayed fungicide on their seedlings to prevent damping off disease.
Peril.
Serious and great danger or risk.
Examples:
The peril of the sea. Environmental peril. Due to hunger, the lives of the refugees were in peril.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Misguided.
Having or showing a wrong or mistaken understanding of a situation or course of action.
Examples:
Misguided policies. A misguided sense of duty. His misguided attempt to fix the problem only made it worse.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Dispose.
To put things or people in a particular manner or position, to incline someone towards a specific activity or mood, throw or cast away.
Examples:
Dispose battleships for a battle. Dispose of a used product. Generally speaking, the child is innately disposed to learn a language.
Garbage.
Waste material, especially food waste and kitchen refuse.
Examples:
Garbage collection. Lump of garbage. The garbage truck will be coming to pick up the trash every Monday morning.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Dinosaur.
A large extinct reptile, often with an armored back, long neck, tail, and bony plates on the skin.
Examples:
Hulking dinosaur. Dinosaur fossil. The discovery of a new dinosaur species made headlines in the scientific community.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Harmless.
Not able or not likely to cause damage or harm.
Examples:
Harmless in most people. Harmless substances. Most people thought of him as a harmless eccentric.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Remaining.
Leftover or still present after other parts have been used, removed, or destroyed, existing or persisting in a particular state or condition.
Examples:
Remaining time. Remaining balance. The remaining supplies were quickly distributed among the survivors of the natural disaster.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sites are within walking distance.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Bask.
To expose oneself to warmth, sunlight, or enjoyment with a pleasant feeling of relaxation and contentment.
Examples:
Bask in the sun. Bask in the attention. The lizard basked on the warm rock for hours.
Complacency.
A feeling of self-satisfaction or contentment, often resulting in a lack of motivation to improve or address problems.
Examples:
Dangerous complacency. Avoid complacency. The team's complacency led to their defeat, as they didn't put in the effort needed to win the game.
Tendency.
An inclination or predisposition towards a particular behavior, attitude, or course of action, a natural or prevailing tendency or characteristic.
Examples:
Economic tendency. Curious tendency. There is a growing tendency among young people to prioritize experiences over material possessions.
Contempt.
The feeling that a person or thing is beneath consideration, worthless, or deserving of scorn.
Examples:
Display contempt. Below contempt. The defendant's contempt for the court and its authority was evident in his behavior.
Sand.
Finely granulated particles of rock or mineral material, typically found along beaches, deserts, or riverbeds, used in construction, landscaping, and other applications requiring drainage or abrasive action.
Examples:
Sand dunes. Sand castle. The sand on the beach was warm and golden.
Cultivation.
The process of preparing and using land for growing crops or plants, often involving tilling, fertilizing, and irrigating the soil. The act of fostering or developing something, such as a skill, talent, or idea.
Examples:
Agricultural cultivation. Land cultivation. The cultivation of crops is a vital part of agriculture in many countries.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward. Hatchling. A young bird, reptile, or fish that has emerged from its egg.
Examples:
Hatchling turtle. Snake hatchling. The mother bird fiercely protected her hatchlings and kept them safe in their nest.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Monsoon.
A seasonal wind system that brings heavy rainfall to a region, typically occurring in tropical areas.
Examples:
Monsoon season. Monsoon current. The monsoon rains often bring relief to areas suffering from drought.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Barrage.
A concentrated and continuous outpouring or overwhelming amount of something, such as bombs, questions, criticisms, or comments, a defensive barrier of artillery fire or gunfire.
Examples:
Barrage of questions. Artillery barrage. She used a barrage of facts and figures to make her argument.
Doom.
Death, destruction, or some other terrible situation that cannot be avoided.
Examples:
Economic doom. Prophet of doom. Everyone was aware of the impending doom, but was unable to prevent it.
Pal.
A close friend.
Examples:
Baseball pal. Longtime pal. She is a pen pal of mine.
Specialize.
To become an expert in a specific career field, study, or business.
Examples:
Specialize in childcare. Specialize in market research. The restaurant has chefs who specialize in beef.
Wildlife.
Animals, birds, insects, etc. that grow independently of people and live in natural conditions.
Examples:
Wildlife sanctuary. Bird and other wildlife. The conservation area has an abundance of wildlife.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Ministry.
A department of government responsible for a particular area of public service.
Examples:
Ministry officials. Enter the ministry. The Ministry of Education is responsible for managing the schools in the country.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
a remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Scoop.
A tool for lifting or moving substances in bulk, typically using a concave or spoon-shaped end, a piece of news that is obtained or published before anyone else.
Examples:
a scoop of ice cream. Scoop of news. The company's marketing team worked hard to get the scoop on what their target audience wanted.
Veterinarian.
Formal for a vet, a medical professional who specializes in the care and treatment of animals, especially those that are domesticated or kept as pets.
Examples:
veterinarian clinic. Experienced veterinarian. I took my pet to the veterinarian for a routine checkup.
Vet.
Also a veterinarian, a person who has a medical degree trained to examine and take care of the health of animals.
Examples:
vet clinic. Vet checkup. We had to take our dog to the vet because she was not feeling well.
Autopsy.
A medical examination performed on a dead body to determine the cause of death or identify any underlying medical conditions or injuries, a post-mortem examination or necropsy, in animals.
Examples:
forensic autopsy. Perform an autopsy. The autopsy report revealed that the cause of death was a heart attack.
Organ.
A part of the body of an animal or plant that has a particular purpose and performs a specific job.
Examples:
organ bleeding. Damage to internal organs. These infections have the potential to impact practically every organ system.
Gout.
A form of arthritis characterized by sudden and severe pain, tenderness, and inflammation in the joints, particularly in the big toe, caused by an accumulation of uric acid in the blood.
Examples:
gout treatment. Gout arthritis. The rich food and drink were delicious, but gave him painful gout in his toes.
Kidney.
Either of a pair of small organs in the body that filter waste products, especially urea, from the blood and excrete them and water in urine.
Examples:
an artificial kidney. Chronic kidney disease. The surgeon removed the healthy kidney from the donor.
Breakdown.
A failure or collapse of a system or organization.
Examples:
a nervous breakdown. Breakdown maintenance. The breakdown of the machinery caused a delay in production.
Urine.
A liquid byproduct of metabolism in humans and in many other animals that are released from the body when you urinate.
Examples:
Urine composition. Blood in the urine. They collected a urine specimen for urinalysis.
Acid.
Sour, water-soluble chemicals with a sour flavor, any of a variety of generally liquid compounds capable of reacting with and occasionally dissolving other materials.
Examples:
An acid reaction. Good source of essential amino acids. During pregnancy, the stomach generates less acid than usual.
Crystal.
A solid material with many even sides that is formed naturally when the substance becomes solid and has a highly regular atomic structure. Clear and colorless glass made of almost pure silica.
Examples:
Liquid crystal. Crystal analyses. A vast crystal chandelier glittered brightly above us.
Joint.
Shared, held, or made between two or more people. Noun, the point of connection between two bones or elements of a skeleton.
Examples:
A joint venture. The bone of a joint. After the summit meeting, the prime ministers issued a joint statement.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Filthy.
Dirty or unclean, often to an extreme or offensive degree, morally offensive or obscene.
Examples:
Filthy streets. Filthy language. The hotel room was filthy with dirty sheets and stained carpets.
Sacred.
Connected with religion or religious purposes, worthy of respect or dedication because of a connection with a god.
Examples:
Sacred music. The halo of a sacred image. This space is a private office sacred to the president.
Ironic.
A situation or event that is opposite of what is expected, the use of words to mean the opposite of their literal or original meaning.
Examples:
Ironic twist. Ironic consequence. It's ironic that the rain started just as they finished building the new picnic shelter.
Sarcastic.
Using irony and cutting language to mock, ridicule, or convey contempt, saying the opposite of what is meant in a mocking tone.
Examples:
Use sarcastic language. Sarcastic sense of humor. Her sarcastic remarks made it clear that she wasn't happy with the situation.
Cesspit.
A pit or tank used for the disposal of human waste or sewage.
Examples:
Cesspit cleaning. Stuck in the cesspit. The public cesspit was overflowing and causing a major health hazard.
Effluent.
Liquid waste or sewage that is discharged or released into a body of water, a byproduct or waste material that flows out or is expelled from a manufacturing process or system.
Examples:
Effluent discharge. Toxic effluent. The factory's effluent was carefully monitored to ensure it didn't harm the environment.
Toxin.
A poisonous substance produced by a living organism, such as a plant, animal, or microorganism, a chemical compound that can cause harm or illness to a living organism.
Examples:
Toxin exposure. Toxin production. Mold exposure can release dangerous toxins into the air.
Killing.
The act of causing death, a sudden and intense force or effect that causes significant damage or destruction, a situation where someone is making a substantial amount of money or experiencing significant financial success.
Examples:
Killing spree. Profit killing. The killing of unarmed civilians is considered a war crime.
Affected.
Influenced, feeling or showing emotion, especially exaggerated emotion, not natural or sincere.
Examples:
Affected way of walking. The affected part. Her affected accent made it difficult to take her seriously.
Lifeblood.
A vital or essential element or substance that is necessary for survival or success.
Examples:
The lifeblood of every organization. The lifeblood of the economy. The company's reputation is its lifeblood.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Telemetry.
The process of collecting and transmitting data from remote or inaccessible sources using wireless or other communication means, usually for monitoring or control purposes.
Examples:
Telemetry technology. Telemetry system. The satellite sends telemetry data back to Earth to help scientists study the atmosphere.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Mysterious.
Difficult to understand, explain, or identify, having an aura of secrecy, intrigue, or puzzlement.
Examples:
Mysterious object. Mysterious stranger. The mysterious disappearance of the ship remains unsolved.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Bandit.
A person who robs or steals, often while using violence or threats. A criminal who operates outside the law and steals from others.
Examples:
Wilderness bandit. Notorious bandit. A group of armed bandits attacked the villagers during the night.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples:
Urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
Landscape.
An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples:
A peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Repository.
A place where things are stored in large quantities and can be found.
Examples:
Wine repository. Repository of useful knowledge. The ocean is a rich repository of natural resources.
Dolphin.
A marine mammal that typically has a beak-like snout, a streamlined body, and flippers, and that feeds on fish and squid.
Examples:
Dolphin show. Dolphin watching tour. The large group of dolphins swam gracefully in the ocean, jumping out of the water now and then.
Migratory.
Relating to or characterized by the movement of individuals or groups from one place to another, often for regular seasonal or environmental reasons.
Examples:
Migratory species. Migratory route. The migratory birds flew thousands of miles to reach their wintering grounds.
Element.
A fundamental or essential part of something.
Examples:
New design elements. Non-metallic elements. Natural selection is an essential element in Darwin's theory of evolution.
Intolerant.
The inability or refusal to accept or respect views, beliefs, or behavior that differ from someone's own, unable to eat food without adverse effects.
Examples:
An intolerant person. Intolerant of criticism. His intolerant attitude towards other cultures made it difficult for him to get along with others.
Drown.
To die or cause to die by being unable to breathe underwater.
Examples:
Drown in a bath. I was drowned in work. Floods have the potential to drown any subsurface animals easily.
Beak.
The hard and pointed or curved mouth of a bird.
Examples:
Sharp beak. A tip of the beak. The bird's beak evolves according to the type of prey it can take on the area.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Endangered.
At risk of extinction because it is facing significant threats.
Examples:
Endangered species. Endangered ecosystem. The government has implemented policies to protect the habitat of endangered animals.
Dependent.
Relying on someone or something else for support or aid.
Examples:
Dose-dependent induction. A dependent person. The small island nation is heavily dependent on tourism as its main source of income.
Displace.
To force someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displace workers. Displace the explosive power. The construction of the new dam will displace hundreds of families living downstream.
Wreck.
A ship that has sunk or has been destroyed, a vehicle that has been badly damaged in an accident.
Examples:
The house was a wreck. A worthless wreck. The divers accidentally discovered a wreck on the ocean floor.
Livelihood.
A means of earning money people need to pay for food, a place to live, clothing, etc.
Examples:
A means of livelihood. Livelihood assistance. I could no longer earn my own livelihood.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Berserk.
In a state of wild, frenzied, or unrestrained behavior, acting or behaving in a violent, irrational, or uncontrollable manner.
Examples:
Run berserk. A berserk rage. The fans went berserk when their team scored the winning goal in the game's final seconds.
Index.
A list of items, such as names, subjects, or keywords, that is arranged in a particular order and is usually found at the end of a book or document. A number or symbol that indicates the value or level of something, such as a stock index or a temperature index.
Examples:
A full text index. Health index. The stock market index measures the performance of a group of stocks.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Prediction.
The act of predicting the future by reasoning, a statement made about the future.
Examples:
Make my predictions. Gloomy predictions. These results muddied the prediction.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Bungalow.
A small, single-story house, often with a front porch or veranda that is typically made of wood or adobe, a type of dwelling that is popular in warm climates, particularly in locations near water.
Examples:
Beach bungalow. Wooden bungalow. The cozy bungalow nestled in the forest was the perfect weekend getaway.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Bleak.
Unlikely to be favorable, unpleasantly cold and damp, offering little or no hope.
Examples:
Prospects were bleak. Bleak future. The political landscape looks bleak without a change of administration.
Gang.
A group of people who organize and engage in criminal activity.
Examples:
A motorcycle gang. Gang member. The street gang was known for its violent behavior.
Cleanup.
An act or process of cleaning up a particular area, space, or mess, the removal of dirt, debris, or other unwanted materials.
Examples:
Cleanup crew. Roadside cleanup. After the party, a massive cleanup was needed to restore the house.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Galvanize.
To stimulate or shock someone into taking action, to cover metal containing zinc to protect it from rust.
Examples:
Galvanize steel. Galvanize the country. The motivational speech galvanized the team and gave them the drive to succeed.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
Tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Stroll.
To walk somewhere in a slow, relaxed way and with no apparent aim.
Examples:
Stroll across a street. Stroll through the countryside. We could stroll into town if you like.
Corporate.
Of or relating to a large company.
Examples:
Corporate right. Corporate environment. The corporate office has decided to lay off 10% of the workforce.
Totem.
A sacred object or symbol that represents a person, family, clan, or community, often used in indigenous cultures as part of a belief system or religious practice.
Examples:
Tribal totem. Animal totem. The totem pole symbolized the tribe's culture and history, depicting important figures and events.
Disturb.
To interrupt someone who is trying to work, sleep, etc.
Examples:
Disturb the peace. Disturb his sleep. Tourists frequently disturb the island's delicate natural balance.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Humble.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's quality or importance.
Examples:
a humble cottage. Humble opinion. The nobler, the more humble.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples:
an innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Frightening.
Causing fear or alarm, or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Jungle.
An area of tropical forest wherein which trees and plants grow very thickly.
Examples:
middle of the jungle. Jungle exploration. This village is still in a dense jungle.
Interface.
Computer science, a program that controls a display for the user and that allows the user to interact with the system. Chemistry, a surface forming a common boundary between two things.
Examples:
interface between gas and liquid. The user interface. Detergent weakens the surface tension at the interface of two liquids.
Plantation.
A large farm or estate, typically in a tropical or subtropical country, used for growing cash crops.
Examples:
a rubber plantation. Plantation house. The former plantation owner struggled to adjust to life without the enslaved people that once worked for him.
Specification.
A detailed description of the characteristics, features, or requirements of something, typically a product or system, a written statement that outlines the standards, procedures, or requirements for a project or job.
Examples:
functional specification. Engineering specification. The project specifications outline the goals and requirements for the team to complete.
Venom.
A toxic substance produced by an animal, typically a snake or insect, and injected into prey or an enemy by biting or stinging.
Examples:
the venom of a lizard. Injected venom. The snake's venom is highly toxic and can be fatal to humans.